Hey guys, it's Michelle Mendez here. I'm going to be doing the Twin Flame weekly reading for December 10th through the 17th. I felt called to come on and do a reading for you all as well as myself, just to kind of see what's going on. The energies feel definitely different, new, like an old is released, but yet the story isn't fully seen. But the old story no longer is. There's a movement toward or closer to understanding what this twin flame concept is from a spiritual level. And it can be a difficult thing to go from that five-dimensional understanding, that spirit understanding, to the three-dimensional material world understanding of now what? How do we move forward? Is this really wise? Is this what my higher power, higher intelligence, the universe, God, however you like to whatever works for you, whatever name works for you. When I'm referring to that energy, it's to me something greater than ourselves, something greater than the ego, that's guiding us, that's allowing us to be in that state of flow. So when we have these shifts, the three-dimensional material world just feels so confusing to navigate. At least it does for me. And it's helpful to me, it's helpful to kind of see what's going on and use the cards to navigate, okay, what's going on in this material world, and then what's going on in this higher realm, this major arcana perspective, and how much can I navigate internally? What is it that I can control? What is it that I cannot control? And what, having that wisdom to know the difference between the two is, to me, one of the most challenging aspects of being a human being, but also one of the greatest blessings. Understanding, getting to that perspective of, wow, I can choose differently today. And a year ago, I would not have even thought I had a choice. So there's choices. I feel as though choices, the Seven of Cups is coming up a lot. There's choices. There's the fine line between choices and illusions, and which can also, represent the seven of Cups. And understanding what to do, this week, how to navigate this energy. So let's jump in. So this is all the cards again have been shuffled. So the two oracles that came out was Love Yourself First, which is a really, really good one. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So a lot of challenges around really embracing our truth and knowing in our hearts that we have the value inherently to be happy. And in order to be happy and find that joy within our union, we have to first find that happiness within, find that respect within. I tell clients, I work a lot with body image and self-care and self-love and worth and confidence, self-esteem issues. And to tell someone like love yourself it's a very difficult concept, and it takes a long time to get to that place. And I often have found that if you just start with respect, like, okay, is this aligned with self-respect, that you can eventually get to self-love much easier, and it doesn't feel as choppy and it's the word compartmentalized. It's that integration between mind and body that's really, really important to sealing and solidifying a new way, a new path for ourselves. Getting the body to understand that the mind and the thoughts and the brain are operating from a higher self and not from the lower mind, the lower ego, the more survivalist perspective. And the second card that fell through was Forgiving and Learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this is really about any lessons that are being presented. Again, Chiron is aspecting in Pisces right now, and it's creating this this capacity for us to look back at these last degrees of of Pisces in Chiron, which is all about, all about understanding love and understanding worth and understanding what needs to be healed in order to embrace that. You may find old stories coming back. You may find old memories, unfinished trauma, whether that's, small traumas, something someone said to you when you were 12 that stuck with you, or bigger traumas, sexual traumas, physical traumas, perceived traumas, the threat of feeling powerless or not having control over one's mind, body, or spirit. So this is really an opportunity for us to hold on to these lessons as we're moving forward and looking at the energies for the divine masculine, divine feminine, to, check in with, what is this about for me? What is this about for me? Is this a lesson that I haven't learned yet? Is this something I need to allow myself to forgive in order to receive this love? Because we have to forgive ourselves in order to embrace something new. We can't hold on to the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. It won't work. At least for me personally, I'm really finding this very clear within this in this aspect of love, twin flame, divine partner, that you won't be able to move forward unless you get this at the spiritual level. So, which is always first and foremost for me, what matters most to me offering this information in these readings is, how is this connected to our spiritual lesson? And so I've already shuffled, just so you know. And the 3D or the material, me being able to predict certain things, as long as it's connected to our higher self and our spiritual lesson, then I think it's important. But if we're just doing it just to plan to stay on that material world, it's just not the path. It's not the path of this type of love. Okay. I shuffled already, but feeling called to shuffle a little bit more. My energies are a little all over the place, so I apologize for that. Go ahead and do divine feminine first. December 10th to the 17th were the energies that would be helpful for us to know for the divine feminine energy in this partnership, in this union, or in this relationship. So we have the Four of Swords. So the divine feminine this week is really, it's really about coming inward, going into a self-reflection period. The answers will be within. So as I draw the cards, I'm also hearing things, I'm channeling things, and it's very loud the last couple days, so it might be also why I just look a little bit all over the place. But This could also be related to the fourth house of family. This could be, you know, you could start, the divine feminine might be thinking a lot about family, about if you have children, if they have children, blending of families, you know, what your family may think of this connection, how to best move forward if you are, you know, looking at coming in together, or maybe deciding that you want a family. Maybe this week is really about contemplating, you know, what it would look like to be in this union from that perspective of home and family. Okay, so you have another four, so Four of Swords and Four of Cups. So, you know, if you look here, you're not really paying attention to that one cup that's coming. You're looking down, and it's a 4 and a 4, which is 8, which is the infinity sign, which is, you know, a beautiful illustration of that matching of energy, the 4 and 4, and how combined creates this flow, this yin yang flow between the divine masculine and divine feminine. But there is this element of sitting back and really assessing this week what it is that you need to let go of, what it is that you're wanting moving forward. So to me, this is an energy of releasing the past in order to embrace the future. And this is an energy of, okay, so what is it that I truly want to embrace? You have a lot of chances right now, or opportunities, which is like in that 7 of Cups, to move in different directions in your life. Could be your career, could be location, could be with people, you know. And this is a time for you to, so the 8 of Cups is what came out, so the 4 and the 4 and the 8. This is a time for you to decide what you're walking toward, as well as what you're walking away from. And to really reflect and take it in, so that you learn the lesson you need to learn, and you're intentional about where you're going and how you're moving forward. Because if you're going to walk away, it's beautiful. In a way, it's almost like, if we're going to do this, we're going to take a hot minute and really, really check in and make sure that all is aligned. So some of you could be walking away from an existing partner. Some of you could be walking away from feeling left out in the cold. Like, sick and tired of being sick and tired. The divine feminine is just sick and tired of putting all the work in, being left, you know, with the short end of the stick, just kind of limping off with nothing left. This is an energy of, like, I'm over that. I'm ready to really make a choice, because I respect myself enough, because I'm loving myself enough. I'm ready to let go of the past, forgive myself for choices I've made, and make a new choice, and step out of this energy into something else that is more balanced, 4, 4, and 8, that is more deserving of, you know, of what I offer. So the divine masculine energy, what is the divine masculine energy for December 7th to 17th? Three of Swords. The Sun and the Chariot. So this week, it's very interesting. This week is really about, for the divine masculine, there's been a heartbreak, there's been a betrayal, there's been a lot of pain that you will feel heightened this week. And my feeling around this is your lesson to feel and forgive, as it is this lesson for the divine feminine. So this week is really about allowing yourself to feel the feelings of heartbreak, of pain. You could be feeling it related to your divine partner. You know, you could be feeling like they're not choosing you. You could be feeling like you have to let go of a pain that is holding you back from embracing the energy of this union. And my sense is that is more the theme for the divine masculine, because we have that, but then we have the Chariot and the Sun. And these are very victorious energies. These are very hopeful energies. This is, you know, the Sun is the closest to God. So it's that idea of letting go of the egoic pain, of the personality pains and the ways that we thought maybe, you know, our life was supposed to look, in order to move forward and, you know, move forward victoriously, in balance, black and white, in harmony. And the Chariot is also, you know, it's number 7, which is a very spiritual card. And the Sun card is also a very spiritual card. It's, you know, it represents, like I said, it's the planet closest to God. So it's God consciousness, Christ consciousness. It's that childhood-like freedom and sense of, you know, peace, knowing that we're safe and protected before these types of elements happen. So let me pull any other cards for divine masculine energy and what we're working with. So there is a time of reflection for both masculine and feminine. It's too many cards. But there may be, for the masculine, more resistance because that heartache and that fear of getting hurt. Yeah. So this fear and this, you know, this idea of being betrayed in the past, forgiving this, learning to forgive yourself. You may have betrayed someone else in order to, you know, in order to move forward into this union. You may have hurt someone else and you're sitting in that energy, and it's time to allow yourself forgiveness, regardless of whether that was something that you felt or feel that you did to someone else, or had to let go of because it was done unto you. They're all valid. They're all okay. They're all experiences that led us to the understandings and the inner knowing that needed to transpire in order for you to feel that victory and that sun, in order for you to know what it is that you truly want and walk the path of, you know, walk your path of truth. So to me, there's going to be it's going to feel not as like, we've had a lot of really beautiful energy for love. And this week is a little bit less beautiful and more reflective and more concrete and more, you know, because we're starting to really decide, is this really what it is that we're moving toward, and how are we going to do this, and what is this going to do to the people we love or our current structures, and let's make sure that we're not bringing in baggage from the past into this union. So let me just get any other feedback. Any suggestions for the union to keep, you know, an intention around this week? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. So let me draw one other card. we're starting something new and we're planting it. This could be right now to focus on the material. This could be just to keep your focus on you know, what dies then births. Yeah. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about starting something that is worthy of being rooted. Right? This is taking that energy that maybe felt for your twin flame, for your soulmate, for this love in a very spiritual realm, that now we're moving in this week, that the purpose of this is really to make decisions around rooting, planting this seed, and moving forward in unity, moving forward with that master number 3, really understanding that mind, body, spirit connection in this union really means that it has to be mind, body, spirit. So it has to be rooted. We're letting go of a lot of the wounds within our somatic body, and we're letting go of a lot of the psychological wounding that has transpired before this, in order to plant a seed that is of substance, in order to plant a seed that will bring the two together and move into a harmonious, spiritual, more evolved state of being within a union. So that's what I want you all to focus on, remember focusing on. That's what I'll be focusing on, and trying to know, you know, when we're doing something that's pentacle energy, it takes more time, it's more earth energy, so it takes, you know, planting the seeds and being patient and knowing, you know, what, you know, we reap what we sow. So let's clean up that old baggage. Let's reevaluate that one more time. Let's move forward with an intention of, this is really what I want. And if it isn't, that's okay too. You have to make these decisions for yourself. Don't let any other person, any other reader, anyone else tell you otherwise, any books, anything else. You have to hear that inner stillness and that knowing that this is what's best. Those are the energies for the week of December 10th through the 17th. I hope that this was helpful. And, you know, please offer any feedback or comments to me. I'm really just trying to share this knowledge, share this information so that there's more love, more uniting, and more peace in the world. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed, and calm, and nurturing, and peaceful week. Bye.